Oh my God, does your partner do annoying things like eating, breathing? Okay, enough, please. That's
annoying.
Too loud. It's annoying. Isn't it annoying?
It's annoying.
So why is this, and what do we do about it? I had a girlfriend that literally texted me, and she's like, I think I have misophonia, which is the hatred of sound as a phobia. And with her husband, and she goes, when he eats chips, I have to leave the room because it just makes my skin crawl. And I said, well, is it with everyone and everything, or is it just your husband? She goes, no, it's just my husband. So I said, that it's not misophonia.
It's miso annoyed.
Or miso-honey. Miso not honey. But what it is like when you have negative emotions or you have negative thoughts or you have like physical reactions, right? And you can have that with just one person. That's not an actual misophonia. What it is that there's an issue with that other person. You're holding on to some kind of resentments. We talked about in the last episode, the pain body, right? So it is just a manifestation of an effect that has been happening for some time. So you're annoyed because of the fact that you haven't released some kind of anger or resentment or frustration, or you're not getting what you want in your relationship. And a lot of times we start to look for what's wrong and bad in this person because you're with them, and if they show you, negative patterns, right, or they show you some of their little quirks, when you're in love and you just meet them, it doesn't matter. You probably ate chips and it probably didn't bug her, right? Frederick used to do his throat noise in the beginning, and I'm like, oh my God, that is so weird. I've never heard that. But it didn't have an emotional charge or reaction on me. But I remember while we were going through our tough times, and I was having a lot of anger and resentment, and I didn't feel like I was getting what I wanted in our relationship, when he would do his throat noise, I wanted to come out of my skin. But it wasn't the throat noise. It was because there was energy and emotions inside of me. I also remember, every time I would turn the TV on, there would be golf. And that used to bug me, like, oh my God, there's the golf again, right? And my dear friend, Ariel Ford, wrote a book called Wabi Sabi Love. And it's a great book, by the way. And she talks about that it's the imperfections in the other person that when we can look at those things and really appreciate those things. So after I read that and after I had a conversation with Ariel about that, I remember now to this day, because I released all the resentment and did all the healing work in our relationship, I turn on the TV and it's either golf or it's Family Feud, and I'm like, oh, my honey was there, right? Or if I hear him doing his throat noises, I kind of do a little dance to it. It's kind of like a beat, right? So it doesn't bother me or annoy me anymore. But if like what your partner's doing that makes your skin crawl, that's inside of you. That's something that you have to be able to release the pain, the suffering, the frustration, the anger, whatever you're feeling towards that person.
So it's a small detail that comes up. It's a small annoying detail that comes up that just lets you know that there's something that is bigger inside of you and not necessarily inside of the relationship, right?
Yes.
Because for me, sometimes I don't know how to make the difference. And I come to her and I ask her, all right, what is the difference between this is a we moment and this is an I moment, right? So a we as a couple moment where we need to take a look at it, or it's a moment where I need to reflect on this because this is annoying me, and so I need to take a look at why is it annoying me so much, right?
So in the situation of my friend where her husband's eating chips, I mean, that's not necessarily something that needs to be worked out with a counselor or with coaching and that sort of thing. Let the guy eat his chips. It's internal of why are you getting so frustrated with eating your chips. We're actually watching Family Feud with Steve Harvey. Frederick loves that show, so now I've been watching it. I used to watch it years ago with Richard Dawson, but now, oh my God, he's so funny. So they one of the questions was, what do wives want their men's to stop doing? And one of them was breathing. It was like, sometimes it's like that. It's like you're breathing too loud, or you're eating chips too loud, or you're, whatever it is. If your partner is annoying you, It's not a we thing. It's coming inside of you. And you have to understand that you have to identify the feelings inside of yourself. Recognize that's not something that if you would change, then I would be happy. So if you would stop eating your chips that way, then I would be happy. Because if he stopped eating his chips that way, he would do something else that would annoy her just as much, because the emotions are inside of her. So that behavior maybe triggers something inside of her because she has unresolved issues. So you have to identify the feelings within yourself first.
The frustration, where it's coming from.
Right, the anger, whatever is happening. So that's the first thing. Then you have to be able to process the energy. Remember, everything is energy. And that's the good news, is that energy wants to move out of your body. The pain body is not supposed to be there. It wants to move out of you. So as you are processing the emotions and you're feeling it and getting really clear on, what is it? Do I feel like I'm not getting in this relationship, that I'm not getting from my partner? Release that first inside of yourself. And then start to look for what is right and good. What are the positive aspects of your partner? Because it is really easy when you're feeling angry about something, you don't know how to process it. It's really easy to start looking at what are all the wrong and bad things? What are the things that annoy me? And once you get on that track, it's with law of attraction. What you focus on will expand. He could have 1,000 great qualities, but if you're focused on all the little qualities that annoy you, that piss you off, that are negative, that where you're not getting what you want, you're not going to have access to all those really great things. You're not going to have access to the emotions of appreciation and gratitude and love and all the other things that would actually feed the relationship. Remember, all relationships start inside of you first. And if you're in the relationship feeling frustrated, angry, dissatisfied, feeling lack of any kind, that will and has to come out and be reflected by the behavior that your partner gives back to you. So what if you actually release that resentment and all of a sudden the chip eating or the breathing or the throat tickling or the whatever television show is on, it didn't bother you anymore. And you started looking for what's right and good about your relationship, what's right and good about your partner, all the ways that he does or she does show up, and the things that you can appreciate about that person. Start looking for what's right and good, and you'll find more things that are right and good. When you start to look for the abundance, you'll see more abundance in all aspects of your life. When you look for lack, you go down into a spiral, because lack is from the pain body.
And the brain wants to keep you away from all the fear, right? So what does it do? It actually activates the places in you where you can feel fear, and it causes you to look at all the negative places. That's why we're wanting you to train yourself to look at what are the positive sides and the things that you are grateful for in your partner, that the partner is doing, or that you're grateful for receiving or for feeling in your partner. And that's kind of retraining the brain in the proper way.
Yeah, so a great process to do I got from Abraham Hicks years ago, and that I teach in the Quantum Success Coaching Academy, is wouldn't it be nice? So take your watch, your clock, whatever it is, stopwatch, and for 68 seconds, because that's how long it takes to shift the vibration of law of attraction to start giving you something else. It takes 17 seconds to shift a vibration, 68 seconds to actually start shifting the attraction when you start manifesting. And for 68 seconds, say, wouldn't it be nice? Wouldn't it be nice if I could be so in love, back in love with my partner? Wouldn't it be nice that I could sit in a room and just really appreciate him as he's eating? Wouldn't it be nice if I could just appreciate the things that he likes to do? Wouldn't it be nice if I felt appreciated? Wouldn't it be nice if I got what I wanted in my relationship? And just keep saying, wouldn't it be nice? Wouldn't it be nice? And any place that you feel like, wouldn't it be nice? Yeah, right, that's gonna happen. That's the pain point. That's the place within yourself that you need to release, because that's what you're holding on to. Any place you're going, oh, wouldn't it be nice? And your mind's like, yeah, right, that's never gonna happen. Those are the places you need to examine, because that's within you. That's not a we couple thing, that's a you thing. So that's what I do in my coaching with couples individually, with doing healing work with the Quantum Council of Light. So you can go to ChristyWhitman.com to get more information. You can always email Beth@ChristyWhitman.com to learn about how to do some sessions, some individual healing sessions with the council. and myself, and really be able to shift from the inside. I've seen in all the years I've been a coach, as the person shifts their own energy inside, all of their relationships shift. It always starts inside of you first, because you start the creation of every relationship. If you expect loving and supportive relationships in all aspects of your life, and that's what you are divinely designed for. It's what all of us are divinely designed for, to have mutual love and support in all relationships. And that's what you focus on, and that's what you expect. That's what you will receive.
That's it. Learn to recognize what's inside of you. What are the buttons that are being pushed when you're reacting a certain way or you're feeling a certain way? Where does that come from?
Absolutely. All right, so next episode, we are going to be talking about what is the worst advice you have ever received in your relationship. Have an amazing week, everybody. Appreciate you so much, and thank you for listening and watching.
See you on the next episode.
Thank you for watching. Check out the related videos here, and please subscribe to my channel for more. If you like this video, please share it with your friends and comment below what you think.